All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. This is our first episode of Bully Pens Podcast. We got my guy right here, Piña. Say what's up,
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir,
No
man.
Monelitos cracking in right here. You know, a good Saturday afternoon. You know how it is, man. I'm excited to be here. I just want to thank you. It's an honor to be here on your first episode, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
That means a lot, brother.
Hey, no
appreciate
doubt.
that, though. For
no
real,
doubt,
for real.
bro. No doubt. Shit, man. It's an honor to have you, bro. Like, fucking, I was just trying to get somebody. I was like, man, I need somebody who's in the bully game, who knows knowledge about a bunch of shit. Who's well known and all of that shit.
Appreciate it, man. That
Thought
means
of you,
a lot,
my
man.
guy, and I was like, man, Piña's gonna be a perfect guy, bro, to bring in here and shit.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. You know what? It's been a long journey, man. Definitely, it's been a long journey. I met a lot of good people, a lot of people that I learned from. You know, want to give a little shout out to when I started off. You know, my boy Eddie, my boy Caesar, Nick, World of Maz, Bully, Louie, all those guys. I learned a lot from all of them, every single one. You know, just asking questions, breeding. You know, it's a trial and error kind of thing. You know, you learn as you go. So I learned a lot, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody. I want to give a special shout out to my team for sure. Aztec Exotics. You know,
There you go,
I got
bro.
some guys that are definitely putting in some work, man. Putting in
That's
some
what's up,
work.
man. That's what's up. So we're
Saludcita,
salud,
saludcita.
bro.
Start it up.
First
Salud,
episode.
First episode.
So what I was gonna say is, when did you start breeding? Or like, what did you know? Like, when did you know that you wanted to start doing something like this, bro?
You know what, man? I started breeding in I want to say 2015.
2015.
You know, I had a barber, my boy Gonzo. Gonzo, he's the one that he's been my barber for 12 years, almost 13 years, and he actually was breeding bullies from a long way back.
Oh, word.
So one day he had a litter, and he's like, I got a litter, and you know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never had an animal in my life. This is my first actual pet I had. So I bought it for my wife because my wife wanted a dog, and basically I got the dog, and I saw him. He was doing business, and I liked it. I'm like, I always have this theory: if it makes money, it makes sense.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I'm like, hey man, can you teach me? Can you show me some knowledge? You know, my boy Gonzo showed me everything from the beginning, from the get-go, from learning how to whelp a litter to actually doing AIs. I learned my AIs from him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I'm like, he was doing my AIs when I first started, and I'm like, hey, show me how to do that. I want to do it. You know, it looks weird and shit, but
Right.
I want to learn. You know, I want to do it myself. So he actually started showing me. And, you know, the one thing it was that I had to get my own stud for me to feel okay to pull him.
Right.
I didn't want to pull somebody else's stud for me to fuck him up
Right.
or hurt him or something because I didn't know.
Right.
So I waited until I had a male dog, and I was just pulling the shit out of him, man. No joke. My wife's like, hey, leave him alone. You're pulling him too much. I'm like, I want to learn. I want to learn, you know, and you know, learn little tricks here and there. And shout out to my boy Gonzo. He taught me everything from the beginning. Sold me my first dog. I bred my first dog. Actually, that was actually my first loss, man.
Oh, really?
Right off from the get-go, man, it was not a good start.
Dude, what I tell people is like, if you're not really in this game, bro, unless you take your first L, bro.
Man, it was my first ever breeding. I lost my whole litter, man. My whole litter, 5 puppies. Whole litter died.
Damn, bro.
So after that, I told my wife, I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is going to be for me.
Right.
But she said, why not? Everybody takes a loss.
Right.
It's how you come back. You know, minor setback for a major comeback.
Right.
You know,
right.
so
Definitely, bro.
you know what? We did it again, and I can't even remember from there. I just started buying more dogs, producing, and then I started buying my first Frenchie.
Okay.
My first Frenchie, and from there, I just stuck to the Frenchie game. I liked it. I really like him, and you know what? I've been blessed with some good breedings, some good dogs, and they have changed my life.
So
They
your
really did.
first game or your first dog was a bully.
Bully.
Okay, see, I've known you for having Frenchies.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it was a bully and then an English bulldog. Ironically,
Shit, okay.
I know you do all English bulldogs, so
straight English.
ironically, my second dog was an English bulldog.
Okay.
Then from there, I had litters, and I just started going towards the exotic bully.
Right.
But then after a while, I wanted a French bulldog.
Okay.
I wanted a French bulldog, so that's the route I went. You know, and I just stuck to it, and that's where I'm at right now.
The Frenchies and
Frenchies,
shit.
that's where you know what, everybody has a forte, and I feel like that's my forte. You know,
right, yeah.
It's good to have a little bit of everything, but for me, I think the Frenchies went good. It's a good route.
That's what's up, man.
For sure.
So like, I know that you said that you started doing like AIs and shit. You started pulling the fuck out of your dog. Like, when did you start getting comfortable with pulling like other people's dogs, or like when did you start? You know what I'm saying? Like, start pulling other people's dogs.
Gotcha. So I had 3 litters that I pulled for myself, for my own litters.
Okay.
For my own breedings,
so your
actually.
Own dog.
My own dog.
Okay.
After my 3rd litter from my own dog that I had pulled and I had inseminated, I felt comfortable to do other people, because other people were like, "Hey, you know anybody that does it?" And I'll be like, "Shit, I do."
Right.
You know, I wasn't scared. I'm like, I do, but I'm new to this.
Yeah.
But I can do it for free.
Right.
So I can get more experience, and I could, you know, have that feel for other dogs, because you know
that
how it is. Not every female reacts the same, as not every stud also reacts the same.
Right.
So working with different males or different females, you learn different tactics. I learned that the hard way. I got bit in my leg one time.
Oh, shit.
So that's when I actually learned about progesterones. I learned about progesterones because we did a breeding of a female that was too early. So what happened with that female was she was too early. So the moment I even put my finger in, she was like,
she spit out.
She was mad.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready.
Yeah.
She was not ready. It was too early. She wasn't ready. So she wasn't really opened up. You know, so it hurt her. She wasn't ready. Right. And it was after my third litter that hit the ground that I felt okay to do it for other people.
So did that dog end up biting you in your leg, or where'd she bite you at?
It was not like an actual bite. It was just her teeth connected with my leg. So it is a bite, but it wasn't a bad bite, you know?
Okay, so it just crazy where she
it just tweaked me out and it scared me. It got me nervous.
Yeah, definitely.
It got me nervous to do it to any other dogs. So I'll be like, man, are they going to act the same, or, you know, but it really taught me. It really taught me that progesterones is a key when it comes to breeding, because if they're too early, they ain't gonna be ready, and you know how they flag a lot when they're super ready. You know, so
that's what I was gonna say. Like you can pretty much tell when they're ready or not know that they're ready, but you can kind of sense that they're ready when they start flagging.
Yeah,
you feel
definitely.
me?
Yeah.
So you know, like how I do progesterones, bro. I always tell everybody like, yo, your dog could go up 1 the next day, 1 level the next day. Your dog could go up 2. Your dog could spike 8 levels. You know. Every dog is different, man. It's just on the different breed and different dogs and whatnot, bro. It's like every man is different, every female is different. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at one thing and then try to jump to the next. Be like, that one's the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it, bro. But shit, man, that's what's up, bro. Like, I know that you said that you started doing AIs, and I want to start doing AIs. I personally don't know how to do them yet.
Gotcha.
I actually pull the shit out of my dog now. My boy King, he's right there in the middle.
Yeah.
So I pull him for fun and shit, just to see like how well, but. I don't know when to stop. You know, when you can water it down. You know, the sperm if you don't stop on time. You know, so that's my only problems. I don't know when to stop, or you know, if I should continue going.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
sometimes when you keep them on too long, it's more discharge and even sometimes urine.
Right.
It's no more semen.
Right.
So
I mean that could fuck up the dog.
Yeah. So you don't want to keep them on there too long. You pretty much I look at the bag a lot. I look at the bag and I look at the count and I feel them throbbing too. And I don't keep them there too long, because if you keep them there for 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, then it's going to be more mix of like urine and other discharge instead of actual semen.
Right,
you know?
right, yeah. So that's the same thing with like...
Hey, man, if you want me, I can come over, man. We can definitely...
Hey, I might just slide, bro. I'll bring my boy, you know what I'm saying? And we can practice from there, bro, because honestly, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn, because I also have people... hit me up and be like, yo, I know you do progesterones. Can you do an AI right after the progesterone and she's ready?
That's way.
And I'm just like, bro, like, I don't know how to do it. And I'll send them to you. I'll send them to my boy Hector. Shout out to Hector. But I'll send them either way, you know?
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely. That will make business boom even more, for sure.
Exactly, bro.
You do the whole... You know, the whole shenanigans yourself, you know, you don't got to go anywhere else. So that'd be cool, man.
Bro.
That'd be cool.
A one-stop shop, bro. That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what it has to be, man.
Definitely,
That's what it has to be, brother.
Like, me and my girl, we were talking about, I want to open up a repro facility, bro. Like a reproductive facility. I want to do it like in the next 5 years, you know? So I already got it down pat in regards to like progesterones, you know what I'm saying? Next thing is like AIs. Doing ultrasounds, because I also have people hit me up for ultrasounds. You feel me? So you know, I'm trying to do everything.
Man, as long as it makes money, it makes sense. And you know what? I respect and I salute everybody that has a mentality to continue to go, because a lot of people are comfortable with making a little bit of money and then just stay like that. No, the thing is learning how to invest your money back into other businesses.
Right.
Because I mean, if you're like me, I got my wife and I got my 4 kids. 5th one on the way next month. So appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. And it's always been just on me, on me working. So when I started making money on these dogs, what I started doing is investing into other businesses, or at least getting on the road to starting my own business. You know, because there's always room for more income. You know, it doesn't ever hurt. It can either it's for your kids or, you know, leaving a legacy for your own kids besides the dogs, leaving something else.
Yep.
That's the way we have to think, you know?
Definitely. I definitely understand, man. Like I said, I'm always trying to think of different ways to make income, bro. Like, because you got to understand that one income is not always going to be steady. It always fluctuates. So you got to have an income over here, income over here, and an income over there. If one of them is down on income, like where you're not making enough money, and the other one's bringing more than enough, you know, it's still going to fluctuate even. Yeah. So I think that you always gotta have different incomes or different revenues,
different sources.
Yeah, bro. So that's always how I'm thinking, bro. Always.
That's good, man. And then if you need any help, man, if you got any plans, I'm always here to network with other people. You know, you give a bright idea and hey, you say, hey, let's work something out, man. I'm here for you, man. Whatever you need, definitely man. I'm always willing to listen and to, you know, if it makes sense, you know, what's wrong with it, you know?
Yeah, bro. That's always how it is, bro. Another question that I had, bro, is I know that you've been going to a lot of shows, you've been traveling and whatnot, bro. Yes. And I wanted to know, man, you've been everywhere. Like, this is prior knowledge. You know, we haven't spoke about this today, but this is prior knowledge that, you know, I know that you go to a lot of shows. I wanted to know, like, which one have you been to that you like that has been like top notch? That you've seen like dogs in different like sizes, or they're like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the show to be at type shit.
You know what, man? I've been to a couple shows. You know, I've hit the road with my boys, and you know what? One always sticks out to me. Not in a couple different aspects. When you say one show, I think of one straight off the bat, and that's the wow factor, man.
Wow factor?
The wow factor, because the wow factor is a big Midwest show.
Right.
So for me, the wow factor, I've been going to it since 2015 that I started.
Oh,
so I've been going nonstop. Shout out to James Cosby, man. He's doing some great things. And
that's ABR, right?
ABR. Yeah. You know what? The thing with him, with the wow factor, is that show makes you feel like family. Okay. You know, sometimes you go to other shows and, you know, you're stacking and you got competition all over the place. James Cosby makes the show feel like a family reunite. You know, like we're reuniting. Mm-hmm. So when I think of the wow factor, I think of some of the best dogs all over the U.S., man. I've seen dogs from Cali there, East Coast, down south, and for sure, you know, the Midwest goes out to that show. The best of the best go to that show from the Midwest. See, also, you know what? Shout out to Kev Green, because Kev Green also throws a badass BRC show in Chicago all the time. So shout out to both of them.
Definitely.
But for sure, one show that, you know, stands out to me every single year is the wow factor, man. That wow factor, it just gives it a different flavor, a different sazon. You know what I'm saying? It's just something different about that show, man. And I see some of the best dogs of the world in there. You know, even in the ring, not even just table stacking. Right. A lot of those compete in the ring, in the exotic ring, in the Frenchie ring. You know, more and more Frenchies are coming out than before. So last time I went, I was very surprised with the number of Frenchies that were actually there. You know, it was great because a couple years back there was really no Frenchies, either in the ring or around there. It was mostly, I seen a lot of English bulldogs and a lot of bullies. Okay. You know, every time I go to the BRC shows in Iowa, where you're at, man, bro, I never seen so many English bulldogs, bro. Yeah, it'll be like 30 in the ring. Shout out to Lalo Kennels, my boy Hector Rodriguez. That's my guy right there. He invited us over to a cookout a couple years back over there. Okay, and you know what? I felt like family there. But every time I go to that BRC show over there in Iowa, man, they kill it on the English bulldog. They completely kill it, man. I'd be like 30 in the ring. I'd be like, this is crazy. Yeah. They for sure. That's the go-to when it comes to English bulldogs is Iowa, man. Sure, at least from what I've seen, what I personally have witnessed, you know. Yeah. But going to shows, man, it would definitely take your program to another level. A lot of people that don't go actually started seeing more. You know, I talked to a couple of breeders that have never been to them. Then I would ask me, hey, when are you going to the next show, or what's the next show? I'll be like, you know what, it's this one or this one. I may not go to it. I may not. It depends on the business. You know, it depends if my boys are working that weekend or not. But it's a lot of people that now want to go, because getting yourself out there. I don't know if you had this happen, but sometimes you see on Facebook profile pictures are always dogs.
Yeah.
You don't even know how they look, man. I had my guy over from Pennsylvania. He was like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? What's your name, bro? Have I met you before?" He's like, "Bro, we talk on Facebook all the time." And I'll be like, "Man, bro, I apologize, but I don't know who you are." He'd be like, "Oh, I'm this person." I'll be like, "Man, I would have never thought you looked like that." I mean, not in a bad way. It's just you just. Your mind goes in a different ways because their profile pictures have always been dogs.
Right.
You don't even know how they look.
Right.
They're big, small. You don't know. You don't know.
A fucking midget comes up to you. Okay,
you just don't know, bro, man. It's just going out to the show, you get to meet a lot of good people. You get to market more, and you get to show your dog and your face. Now they know who you are. Right. They see your hat bullpen. They know who you are now.
Right,
They personally know how you look. So that always is a big ups.
For sure, bro. For sure. That's some good information, bro. So all y'all breeders that are out there, man, and you got your dog on your Facebook page, bro.
Man, you gotta come on these shows because we don't know how you look. And you know what? That was me too for a long time. It was me too. You want to have your best looking dog on your profile picture because it's all a marketing tactic because they see that dog and they'll be like, "Wow, it's a badass dog," so they start adding you and adding you and then adding you.
And then they start DMing you and they
definitely. They'll be like, "Hey, you got pups? Yes or no? Or you got any studs and stuff like that?" So it's completely understandable having your profile picture your main dog. It's I've done it for many years. I wanted to do a little bit different because the problem is that then people don't know how you look until they see you in the show. They'll be like, "Oh, they'll be like, that's Aguila. What's your name?" Like, I'm Piña. Oh. Yeah. No shit.
I got you on Facebook.
I got you on Facebook. I've been talking to you. Be like, "Man, nice to meet you. Nice to finally know how you look."
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Definitely, bro.
What was I gonna say? Me personally, bro. We just met at the fucking BRC show up in St. Charles, bro. Yeah. Like we've been trying to get in contact with each other, trying to link up for the longest, bro. And we were just never. Our schedules just never relied on each other, bro. Like they never connected, bro. So
it's been months. Yeah, and I've been trying to have you come over.
And you lived only about 5 minutes away from me, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy how this dog game works, bro. Because like you can be free, but then some shit happens where you gotta cancel because you gotta make the money, and it's understandable. You feel me?
Yeah.
But shit like that happens, bro. And we only live 5 minutes away, so after the BRC show, he ended up hitting me up, telling me to slide by and check out his dogs, which I fell in love with, bro. Beautiful house, beautiful dogs, everything,
appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir, man. And this is like what, our second time or third time?
Baby, our third time, bro. You know what? It's because meeting the person, you get a vibe.
Yeah.
If the vibe is there, you run with it. You say, "Hey, come over." It's just like you can't have everybody over your house. Right, you know how it is. Instantly, when I met you, I got that good vibe. I felt the energy. I felt positive vibes. So I'm like, man, this is my guy right here.
Same with you, bro.
Shout out to the bullpen because this is the man right here. There's a lot of good plans for the future for sure.
Same with you, bro. Same with you. I totally agree on that vibe stuff, bro. Like if it's not vibing, bro, you can catch that vibe quick, bro. You can catch that vibe in an instant, bro. And if you're not vibing, bro, it's not gonna work out, bro. So you actually came up to me in the parking lot, bro, and it was hard for me to tell. At first, I was like, "Bro, is that Piña?" And then you came up and you were like, "What's up, bro?" I was like, "Oh, okay, that's Piña, bro." I was like, "All right, that's what's up, man." But no,
you still had that mask on, man.
Shit. That mask.
It was only the eyes.
Yeah, bro, that actually fucking up with everybody. The only way you could tell, bro, is like if they have a specific unibrow or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's that man. All right, cool. Nice to meet you type shit. But now the BRC show, shout out to Kevin Green, bro. Yeah. He actually threw a hell of a show over there, bro.
Oh, man, that was a great show, man. I tell everybody, Chicago needs more shows.
Definitely, bro.
Chicago comes out. Chicago shows out. It's unfortunate we don't have too many shows. Kev's the one that's been throwing more Chicago shows in the past couple of years, and you know what? We Chicago just needs more. We've proven it. Yep. Show by show by show. Packed house. Dogs in the rings. Everybody from Chicago needs more shows. So I wish, in the near future, somebody can throw more shows here, or even us. We could even throw some around here, man. Why not?
Bro, definitely.
Why not? The
even
sky's the limit,
fun show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It don't gotta be a registry show, bro. I know me and my guy Hector, we were trying to do something like that last year, but then again COVID hit.
Yeah,
I got affected by COVID, you feel me? Like
I was gonna go to that. It was the toy around the Christmas time, no?
Or, yeah, Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots, yeah. We were gonna go, man. We were gonna go and but you know what? You guys made the right call. It wasn't the time. It wasn't the time because of COVID and everything, it's fucking everything up, man.
No,
Hopefully
definitely,
everything gets back to normality, you know?
For sure, bro. For sure. Like I said, man. I like you said, actually. I definitely want to see more shows out here, bro. Like the way Chicago like showed out at that show,
Every
bro.
time, man.
I had a friend. Shout out to Ashley from Sweden Heavy Bulldogs. She was out there, bro. She caught a plane all the way from Utah, bro, just to come out to this show, bro. And there were so many Bulldogs there, bro. It was crazy, dog. Like I seen Bulldogs like that were fucking super tall. You know, they were super short, super wide, all types of Bulldogs, bro.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is what you want to see.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
You know, trust me, I'm all exotic. I'm an all exotic guy. This is what I love. This is what I fell in love with. But I love seeing a good XL or a nice pocket bully or a nice standard bulldog, even American bulldogs.
Yeah, bro.
I saw one about a year and a half ago that I was like, wow, that dog was muscular as fuck.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was an American bulldog. It was big. And I'm like, that's a beautiful dog. So it's great to see a big variety of all types of dogs.
Yeah, bro. That's what I like seeing. I like seeing a lot of dogs, bro. That's why I like going to a lot of shows because you also get to network and you get it kind of opens your mind a little bit, bro. Like,
sure.
like for me, bro, I was so close-minded that I was like, man, I only like English Bulldogs. I don't really fuck with Frenchies. I don't like the way their ears stand up. I hear a lot of problems with their ears that they get. But, bro, when I started going to shows, bro, I was seeing beautiful-ass Frenchies, bro. I was seeing beautiful-ass bullies, bro. This is my personal opinion. I'm not really about the exotic ones, but I seen like really nice micros. I seen really nice pocket bullies, bro.
And
like,
real correct ones. That's what made me, you know, open up my eyes. Like, wow, you know, because I know for a while they were bashing the exotic community for a while, but I feel like we're getting better. I feel like we're getting way better, even as a community. You know, we're getting way better, and you know, I like seeing all kinds of varieties at the show. That's for sure a must.
That's what I like too, bro. I like that everybody's have been coming around, bro. They've been helping each other out because when I first got into this bully game, and you still have some knuckleheads out there, bro, that just talk shit about everybody's dog if it's not their dog, you know.
Yeah.
But there's getting less and less of them. You feel me? So there's a lot of people that are willing to help. There's a lot of people that are willing to educate new breeders and just, you know, help out in the bully community, bro. And I like to see that, bro. It's been nice to see. So that's definitely a shout out to everybody who's, you know, helping somebody out in the bully community because, as I always say, bro, not every question is a stupid question, bro.
No, for sure, no.
You know what I'm saying? We all came from somewhere. I didn't know shit when I was breeding.
Yeah.
It took me 2 to 3 years to do some research, bro. And even then, I still didn't know what I was doing fully. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out to everybody that's helping everybody out, bro. That's a good move.
Yeah, I remember when I first started, man, I thought it was some dumb questions I would ask, but you know what? They helped out.
Right.
Because the more you know, the more knowledge you have. And the more knowledge you have, the better work you can actually commit to, you know? So no question is dumb. It's always good to ask, you know. I've always told everybody, man, you have any questions, just hit me up. Hit me up. And if I can help you out, I can do it. If not, I'll send you the right directions. It's somebody that will help you.
Exactly,
you know?
bro. Exactly.
You know, we don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, but we're just constantly learning.
Exactly.
And here's another thing too. It doesn't matter how far along you are, how far along you've been breeding. You can still ask questions because you can never know everything.
Right,
you know?
bro. Right.
So
that's the same thing for like the older breeders, bro. Like the newer breeders will come up with some shit, bro, and they won't know. And they'll ask a question like, "Yo, what is that?" Or like, "When did that come up?" Or "What's that? What bloodline is that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody knows. It's always constant learning, bro. Constant learning. And again, bro, it's been nice. I've had people hit me up and like just ask me like, "Yo, you know, I don't know how many days before like they're supposed to pop and all that shit." And could you refer me to a specific vet that can do a C-section, like emergency? You know, if I know anybody, all that. You know, I appreciate everybody coming up to me, bro, because that does take a lot of courage, bro, because you don't want to feel stupid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're helping out the community. You're also helping out your animal, bro. Your dog's gonna appreciate everything, because if you don't know the answer and you fuck them up, bro, like they're gonna be the one on pain. They're gonna be the one in pain at the end of the day, and then you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah.
So definitely continue to ask all those questions, man. I appreciate everybody again that has been asking questions, and definitely appreciate everybody that's been giving out the information that needs to be provided to make the bullying community better. So yeah, man, that's definitely dope. One question that I have for you, bro, is what dog do you think that had like the biggest impact on your program? Like out of all the dogs that you had, what do you think was the biggest dog that had the biggest impact in your program?
In my program, would you like a female or a male? Or just,
anything.
Honestly, bro.
What describes your program? Like what dog is your foundation dog?
Honestly, man, it's my female, Evie
Okay.
Queen. She produced Chicken Nugget. She
Okay.
produced Mega Million. She produced Aguila.
Damn.
She produced Pose.
And if you know anything about those dogs, bro, those are badass dogs, bro.
Appreciate it, brother.
Those dogs are top notch dogs, bro.
Appreciate it, brother.
Like,
You know what? She really changed my whole program. She just took it to a whole nother level. You know, shout out to Eddie Chi-Town Kennels for producing her. I always, tell everybody straight the source who I got her from is Eddie produced her.
Okay.
He had a Blue Moon daughter that was bred directly to Dr. Seuss.
okay.
So it was direct, when he was still alive, R.I.P. Dr. Seuss. Shout out to OCK Rick. He bred his female to Dr. Seuss and got my female Evie Queen, and I bought her off him. And every breeding has just been spectacular, man. Spectacular. Just some amazing dogs. And I think I would want to say, either Aguila or Mega Million because financially they have changed my life.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to give it to her because if it wasn't for her, I would have never even had these dogs.
Exactly.
Exactly. I would have never even owned any of these dogs. So she really changed my life, and she's the top queen,
She
top
sits on
one
the pedestal up top.
for sure of my whole program.
I can respect that, bro.
She's amazing. A lot of people give credits to their males, but honestly, man, it's these badass producing females that are really the key. So you know what? Like a lot of people always ask, man, how do you get your dogs like that? The bone, the structure, It's just honestly, man, it comes back to the female. The female has to be either a top producer or a badass dog herself
Right.
for her to produce a badass dog. If she's lanky dog or slacking a lot of things, and you breed her to the best dog in the world, you're not guaranteed to have a badass litter, or you might even get one dog that's badass.
Definitely.
But it's all on the females. It's all on the female to be a badass producing female, and herself to be a good looking dog as well, for you to produce some badass dogs.
Right.
Because you could throw her to the best dog in the world, but she's not gonna produce a whole litter of hitters.
Exactly.
So really, she's the top one, man. My female Evie Queen, she's the best.
And it also takes you knowing what stud is gonna complement her very well. You know what I'm saying? If you take it to a bullshit stud, that's a well-named breeder to he owns a bullshit stud, they're not gonna complement each other well.
Correct.
You gotta understand what she's lacking and what that dog is gonna be able to produce with her.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So shout out to you, bro, because you know
appreciate
exactly
it,
what
bro.
you're doing with them, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
And bro, you got some badass fucking dogs, bro.
Appreciate
like,
it, bro. That
like
means a
you
lot,
really,
man.
you really making it out there, bro. So.
And I haven't been breeding too long, man. 2015 ain't too long. I mean, I've been breeding for 2021, so I've been breeding for 6 years.
Yeah.
That's not really a long time,
That's not, yeah.
There's a lot of people that have been breeding since like 2001, 2002.
30 plus years, bro.
They started from like pit bulls or even other breeds, and they're doing this now. There's a lot of people out there, man. Just lay low kennels, man. Hector, I think 2001 he started up. So there's a lot of people that have been doing this for a long time. It went well for me. So
Yeah.
I'm blessed with a man from above because he has blessed me and my family. So
Always,
that's
bro.
where we're at, man.
Always, bro. You also, like I said, man. You the man with the plan, bro. You know exactly what you're doing, bro. And
Appreciate it, bro.
And it just all the moves you're making are the right moves.
Thank you,
feel
bro.
me?
Appreciate that,
So,
man.
so
And
that-
again, I want to thank you. It's an honor to be here on the first episode. And it's just, I know this bullpen is going to be big. This bully pen is going to be big. Trust me, mark my words. This
Hey, we're just
podcast
coming
is
up,
going to
bro.
be big.
We're
So
just
it's a
coming
real honor for me to be here right now as your first ever guest.
First
So
ever
that means a
episode,
lot,
bro. First ever
Yeah,
episode.
that
bro.
means a lot, man. That means a lot. I want to see you 100 episodes back.
Right, bro. Hey, you're gonna
Having
be
a special. You're
like,
gonna do a
go back.
recap, man. So I gotta do something fucked up for me to become on the top 10 list.
Hey, definitely, bro. You're gonna be like, bro, you guys weren't there on the first fucking episode, bro. We should have some balloons or something,
Yeah,
bro.
shit,
like,
man.
Some fucking confetti popping out and everything, bro.
Hey, when you're 100 episode in, you're gonna have the top 10 biggest fuck ups in the bully pen. Let me fall real quick.
Shit, man. We'll find out, man. We're on episode 1, so we got 99 more to go.
Yeah,
bro, so,
yeah. Sorry, man. You're gonna get there for sure.
real, bro.
And you're gonna pass that. and you're gonna escalate to a whole nother level, bro. It's gonna be big for you. I know it for sure.
Bro. I appreciate it. I had a lot of people hit me up saying that they're excited about it, bro. I had a lot of support. Shout out to everybody that messaged me saying if they can help in any type of way, bro, to hit them up. So sure. Shout out to everybody that messaged me. There's a lot of names, man, so I don't want to name them all, but there's definitely a lot of people and this goes back to the bully community helping each other out. You feel me? So anybody that reached out to me, I appreciate you. Just know that. And we're gonna continue doing this, and if it becomes successful, it becomes successful. If it doesn't, I'm still gonna keep doing it. Fuck it. So
yeah, you know what, bro? That's great because you got a great support line. Mm-hmm. So it's great to have all these people, message you on the side and let you know, hey, I'm here to help you in any way you need, because that means you have a great backbone when it comes to your program. You got a lot of good people that are helping you out, and that's great news, man. That's great news because it's not all hate. It's all love, bro. Right. That's how it has to be.
Right. Bro.
At least that's the way I see it,
And it's also the way you treat others, bro. You gotta treat some people with respect or treat people with respect in order to get respect. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here talking shit and everybody's not gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you definitely get respect to earn respect, man. So I don't talk shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? If I do talk shit to you, it's definitely fun and games. Don't take no harm.
Not personal.
Like yeah. Like I just there's people that I talk shit to just talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm never gonna take nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you just keep it cool and it's all jokes. Once you start getting personal, then there's a boundary.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that hit me up and messaged me about how they can help and all of that good stuff, bro. But I wanted to ask you what kind of advice would you give like up and new coming breeders? Like what would you give them? And
you know what? There's a couple of things I would say. Number one, a support system is you could do this on yourself for sure. Yeah. But if you have a great kennel that backs you up, you have some great men or women, either one, because there's some badass women breeders out there, man, that have really they're on the top list, man. There's some women breeders out there. They're on the top list as the best breeders in the world that I've seen. And as long as you have a strong support system, that means a lot. It could be your own family or it could be your own friends, because doing it on yourself is pretty hard.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that do it, but having a good support system is key. Also, don't expect to make $1 million off your first breeding. That's another one, man.
Expect to spend $1 million on your first breeding.
Everybody thinks that they're gonna breed and they're gonna be millionaires within a couple years. Counting money when your breedings go down is probably the worst thing you can do, because you burn yourself, or even karma itself just comes around. Because a lot of people, I hear a lot of new breeders say, "Oh man, if I have 5 pups, I'm gonna sell each one at $8,000, $10,000. That's $60,000, $70,000." And it's like, don't expect to make a lot of money right away.
Right.
To start off, you're gonna spend a lot of money: progesterones, breedings, C-sections, kennel setup, food, everything. If you don't know how to whelp, you might pay somebody to whelp your litters. So
the AIs, you gotta do
anything. Another thing is, if you're not ready to take a loss, don't even get in the program, because you have to always be ready to take a loss when it comes to breeding. There's so many things that can happen that if you're not ready financially to take a loss, this ain't gonna be for you, because everything has happened to all of us. 100%. We've lost a lot of money, a lot of puppies. It's anything can happen at any time. But and the last thing I can really say is do the best you can. It's a bunch of science that comes into this. It's not like I'm gonna put this dog and expect to create it. You gotta really see the pedigree, see what your female's lacking that you wanna introduce this male to, so he could either add bone or add head, or you want a badass pad that's been producing some dogs, whatever it is. But always definitely go in the direction you want to go to.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. In regards to that circle that you were talking about, bro, your support system, bro, that support system is huge when breeding, like absolutely huge, man. Because they're gonna be the ones. There's gonna be times where you just want to give up. There's gonna be times where you just don't think that this is for you, and they're gonna be right there to back you up and tell you, bro, or you're tripping. You know that you want to continue doing this. It's just that at this point you're frustrated. You're losing two, or you're waking up every 2 hours to feed dogs. you start losing your sanity if you don't got nobody to help you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely a tough thing to go through. Like 2020, I think is my hardest year in regards to breeding, bro. I took so many L's.
It happens, man.
I did 2 breedings that year that didn't go. That both females did not take. Like they just didn't take, and I thought I was like, man, like, do I really want to continue doing this? Am I doing everything right? Yeah. And again, I was dealing with COVID, so I'm just like, I don't think that this is for me. Started contemplating everything, but my girl, man, shout out to my girl, now fiance, but shout out to her. She was right there helping me and right there telling me like, yo, don't let this affect you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I always say, if you're not willing to take a L, bro, you definitely don't want to continue. Yeah. You don't want to do this, or you don't want to even think about doing it.
For sure. The support system's not always kennel partners. The support system is your family, your brother, your mom, your wife, your husband, anybody that's gonna not let you fall down and not get yourself back up.
Right.
The support system is somebody that's gonna say, hey, get off the ground, continue to go. Yeah. You're going down the right direction. That's support system's not always kennel partners. It's your family, your friends, your brother, your sister, mom, dad, wife, husband, or whatever,
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a key. That's number one for me, because like you said, there's gonna be those days that you just want to give up, and if you're by yourself, you will give up.
Yeah.
So
you gotta have those people you can lean on, man. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Like I have friends that I can lean on. If my girl's always there to support me. Don't get me wrong, but I don't always want to continue putting stuff on her, because then it affects the relationship, and that's what you don't want to happen. So I always hit up, well, not always, but I hit up other people, to try to find ways on how to better, for example, better whelp. How can I make things easier to clean? You know what I'm saying? I just recently bought those stackable cages. I was using those old cages with just the
so every thing. Time they shit,
it's everywhere.
They get it on the body, the legs, everything. Yeah, it's a mess.
Everywhere. And I was cleaning it every single morning. I was cleaning it every single night before they went to sleep. And every single morning when I would wake up, I would come down the stairs and I would immediately smell shit. And I would go downstairs, I would see pads ripped up, I would see shit all over them, and it just made life like I didn't want to go downstairs ever. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's not their fault, but it starts making you like, yo, like, do I really want to continue picking up all this shit? Do I really want to continue washing all these puppies every single time, every single morning, Sure. So I invested in those stackable cages where they pee and they poop and it drops down. That's definitely a game changer.
Oh yeah, game changer.
Definitely a game
changer. And I really like him because it doesn't really hurt their paws.
Yeah.
Having the little square grooves.
Right.
It's really nice, man. I love those, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Canine Supplier right here in Chicago, man. He has a lot of things going on right now, shots and everything. But that's where I got my first one from.
Okay.
From him.
Okay.
So I really like it, man. It's a great invention for sure. And I see a lot of them coming up because I just saw some. They had in Cali. They had the same stackable cage, but like 4 times the size.
Oh shit!
So that's great because now I got chow chows. Chow chows.
Yeah,
they're not big. Right. Like honestly, man, when I first got them, I'm like, man, they're gonna be like a horse. Man, bro, they're up to my knee. They're just most of it is hair.
Right.
I had to think of something different for them.
Right.
Because I didn't want to put them in a cage and I didn't want to put them in a kennel. So they have these really big stackable cages that they just came up with. So I'm looking forward to buying those actually in the next couple of days because I saw them and I'm like, it's gotta be like a 4x4 or 5x5 feet.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they're really nice. They're more expensive, obviously, but very well worth it for sure.
Of course. You would definitely want to take care of your dogs just like how they take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. I just saw like cages are being like upgraded every single time I look, bro.
Yeah, they're all different.
Like I had puppies and I don't know if this ever happened to you, but the puppies like to bite on the fence and then their teeth get stuck on the fence and they're screaming. Yeah. They're screaming out the top of the lungs like somebody's killing them. So I started like looking at other cages and I saw that there was this cage and they only had 1 bar and instead of the fencing it was plastic glass.
Oh,
so they can't bite.
They can't bite it.
Yeah, so it's see-through though.
I've seen some gold ones like that, man. It's gotta be like like plastic or plexiglass or something like that, but they're beautiful.
Yeah, and I definitely want to get those too because
man.
For that same reason, like I feel like everything is being upgraded. They're thinking of every situation,
everything that can happen, and they're fixing it.
Exactly.
Well, hey, they're great marketers and great businessmen because they're getting up the next best thing, you know.
Exactly, bro. Sure. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to cop that, and I'm definitely looking into copying that on my next litter. Don't need to cop it now because the dogs already know not to fucking stick their friend.
Yeah, they're not little puppies.
Yeah. But for the next litter, I'm definitely willing to cop that and you know, see how it works out, bro.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, bro. Look, I'm gonna turn it around on you.
For sure, bro.
What do you think has been the biggest? What dog do you think has been the biggest impact on your program?
The dog that been the biggest impact on my program is the first dog that I ever owned, which was Prada.
Gotcha.
I bought her
English Bulldog.
English Bulldog, yeah. So I bought her back in 20. She's 5 now. She's about to be 6 this year. So what's 2021? Subtract that by 6. I don't know. Probably 2015. I think she was born.
Gotcha.
2015, and I bought her, man, and I knew like I wanted an English Bulldog. I seen the movie Space Jam. So, Michael Jordan had an English Bulldog, so I was like, I need to have an English Bulldog. I want to be like Mike, all of that shit. And I knew from a little kid that I wanted my dog to have puppies.
Oh, gotcha.
So, but then I started doing research, and I started like looking around. I started talking to people. Everybody's like, you don't want to breed. Those are the hardest dogs to breed. Like, kind of like, making you think twice about it. You feel me? Anyways, I did 2 to 3 years worth of research. I met a breeder up in, I met a couple in Iowa. I was in school in Iowa. I was walking my dog downtown Iowa City, and it was a block party. And this couple came up to me like, "Oh, we just bred our dog to such and such." And I was like, "Really? I'm actually thinking of breeding her. I just don't have the breeder to do it with. I don't know how exactly that works in regards to like, do they get half the litter or
that's another one here.
You know, so I knew how it worked, where they needed to be artificially inseminated, C-section, all of that. I didn't know in regards to does the breeder get half the litter? Do I keep half the? Because that's what you think growing up, you know.
For sure.
So she was like, no, she just bred her dog to ours. She's a great help. And I ended up getting their phone, the breeder's phone number. She said she was breeding for 30 plus years. So I was like, okay, this is a good stepping stone where I can actually like ask the questions I need to ask in regards to kind of get a mentor. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I went over there and we did the breeding, and she was like, yo, you're gonna want to breed her on 8, 10, and 12. And I was like, all right, cool. She's an old school breeder. She doesn't do progesterones, you know.
Gotcha.
So she was like, bring her over here on 8, 10, and 12. I'm like, all right, cool. I had a final, I think, on day 8, so I didn't take her. And she was like, just bring her on 10 and 12. I'm like, okay, cool. Brought her to her on day 10 and 12. We bred her. We did the AI. She had 8 puppies. And it was my first litter ever. My girl was with me. We were just talking, and she was helping me throughout the whole process, bro. And I was like, okay, cool. I did it. Do I want to continue doing that? I was like, you know what? Let me do a second litter just in case. Like,
sure.
You know, I want to actually know if I want to do it or not.
Yep.
The second litter came, and I had went to a show, and I saw all the bully community, and I was just like, bro, like this is something that I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, it's something special.
Yeah.
So that second litter came, bro, and I was like, all right, cool. I know what I'm doing. I know what to look for, what not to look for, all of that stuff. To this day, I still keep up with her. Shout out to Margie's from Jimtown Kennels up in Iowa. To this day, I always call her if I ever have any questions that I feel like I can't get an answer to on Facebook, which is really rare, but I always have that phone number, and she'll link up. Gotcha. And she'll give me all this contact. But back to your question, bro, Prada definitely, bro. She's the one that started it. She produced King. Prada's actually right here on this.
That's just beautiful, bro.
Yeah, bro. She's a beast, man. She stays with my sister now, so.
Gotcha.
You know, I was trying to, you know, have her get a little bit of a more family, a more comfortable life. Because she was just chilling here, you know, she wasn't really doing much. And my sister was like, you know, let me take her off your hands and let me just, you know, keep her as a pet. She doesn't breed her at all. She's like, let me keep her as a pet. I was like, okay, cool. So we did that. And, you know, she's living the life over there, bro. She looks great. Yeah, bro. And she produced King right there in the middle, man.
Yeah, he's badass, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
You think you ever will breed to a micro EB?
What's
your opinion on those?
No, I do want to. I see. I don't personally like them, but I do want to do it so that way I can have it on my resume. Gotcha. So I know they're big money right now. They're like the top thing when it comes to like English Bulldogs, just like fluffies for Frenchies.
Oh yeah.
You know, so micros are like the thing where to go. They're all up in Cali, but I'm actually doing a breeding on a micro for my lilac Merle that was just produced not too long ago. She's only like 15 weeks old, but I copped a stud up in Texas and Chocolate. So her name's Almond, and the dog's name is Chocolate. So we're gonna have some chocolate almonds running around.
Oh shit, chocolate almonds. That's what's up, man.
So I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's funny as hell. So I'm actually gonna be doing that breeding, bro. She's super small, bro. At 3 weeks, she was still feeling inside of my hand, bro.
Got you, man. I love those micro EBs, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When you see them in person, they're insane, bro. Shout out to my boy Cesar Gutierrez from G Exclusive Bulldog, here in Chicago, man. Yes, he got that boy Turbo. Okay. Man, he's an old
black tri, right?
No, that's Caesar.
Caesar. Okay.
Caesar's the black tri. Okay. The original OG is Turbo, man.
Is that the one with the fat ass head? He was at the show.
That was actually no. That's That's Thanos. Thanos. Yeah, for sure. No, bro. Turbo is man, that's when I first started breeding. I actually met Cesar. I went to his house and I bought a dog off him, and I saw Turbo and I'm like, holy fuck! I've never seen an English bulldog so small, bro. Yeah. No lie, he's literally like this big.
No, yeah, he's came here before.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Cesar, man. That's my brother right there. That's
Caesar, bro.
That's my boy right there. I met him, and that's my brother. I could say he's family with me for sure.
For sure, bro. I did a progesterone on his dog, and
what you eating?
What was that?
With Chewy?
No, Caesar. They both came together. I did it with Cesar, and then his girl was at a fucking 28, and I was like, bro, you need a breeder like right now. Yeah. And then he was like, all right, cool. I guess Chewy told me that he ended up breeding her that night and didn't finish till like 2:00 in the morning or some shit. But that's how that shit goes, bro. Because they came late. They came at like 9:00 in the night.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
So that's how that shit goes. Like if you're trying to do a breeding and you want to get it done, and you make sure you're trying to make sure that they take, you're gonna do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
And again, shout out to the bully pen, because it doesn't matter the time, the date, snow, tornado, hurricane. It don't fucking matter. This man will make it happen. So shout out to him, because that's the good thing about him, that the vet is not. It might be closed, but he's open 24 hours. You hit him up, he's gonna do the job. So he got something going, because he's there at any time, any day, snow, tornado. It don't matter what it is. He'll be there for sure. So shout out to you, bro. You're doing something good, bro.
That's
for sure. We needed that around here.
For sure, bro. That's why I actually. Bro, I was tired of paying the vets to do progesterones, bro. I'm like, 120 here, 2 days later, another 120. If she's not ready, then another 120.
And you know how they do it, bro. They come every 2-3 days, bro.
Yes, bro.
You know she's low, but they tell you, bro, come in 2-3 days.
Yes, and then they'll fucking tell you like, oh, we gotta wait 3 hours before you get the results back, or we gotta wait till the next day to get the results back. By that time, their levels can change already. They're not even gonna be at that same level. Yep. So now you're guessing like, okay, so she was at this level yesterday, and she might be at this level today. You know what I'm saying? With me and the machine that I have, bro, it's the iChroma. Shout out to TrueView reproductive facility up in California, and then shout out to Boneyard Fred, who owns Lechon. He was the one that gave me the idea, bro. Nobody does progesterones over there, because he asked me like, do you think or do you know anybody that does progesterones? I'm like, no.
Got you.
And he's like, bro, you're gonna make a killing doing progesterones. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't originally about doing progesterones for everybody else. It was for
yourself.
Me. Yeah.
It wasn't for you to save that buck, because let's say you got 4 females. You know you're gonna go around day 5, day 7, at least just to see where she's at.
Exactly.
You don't want to make sure. You want to make sure that you didn't check her too late.
Right.
You know. So if you're like me, I go in day 5 or day 7. You know, but you don't know if she's been bleeding before, unless you have those drop cages. I put those on the bottom of my drop cages. I put those paddings, so you can see the speck of blood.
Exactly.
But if you go like how I had it before, I had an actual kennel with horse bedding, and I had their beds. But you won't be able to see a speck of blood there. You literally have to keep an eye on your females to see if she's bleeding or if she's getting swollen. But now, I mean, with these drop cages, that's the good thing too. You'll see the smallest speck of blood on there. But man, back in the day, man, you didn't know if she just started bleeding or if she was been bleeding for a couple of days because of the horse bedding. Right. You wouldn't be able to see it, you know. Right. But because I'm not the progesterone, those progesterone things is something I've been looking at too, but
For sure.
I got you, so I don't even need to get that no more.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. Like I would, when it comes to progesterones, bro, it's definitely like it's different. You definitely don't want to fuck somebody's dog up, and that's why like when I bought the machine, bro, I just bought it because I was like, bro, fuck this. I'm tired of spending money. Yeah. And
Were you nervous to do your first one?
The thing is, I didn't even know that I had to poke them, bro. When I bought the machine.
What do you do? Take out blood, right?
Yeah, you draw blood from their vein. So I don't know personally how to poke the vein. So I'm like, you know what? Before this shit comes, let me go ahead and take a YouTube video. Let me check it out and see if it's what I think. Because I told my girl, I was like, nah, I think you just like grab the blood from their fucking toto and then, I don't know, you do something for that. You do something with that. She was like, I don't think that's how it works. I'm like, all right. I was like, let's check up on a YouTube video. So we started checking out. They poked the fucking dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Thank God that my girl's a phlebotomist, or she was a phlebotomist. So she used to do that on humans. Draw blood and all that.
Got it.
Yeah.
She got it.
So we as soon as it came in, she instantly started poking all of our dogs, and she was drawing blood like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so, bro, like, then we started doing other people's dogs because we were like, okay, cool, like
we can make a business out of this.
Yeah. So I was like, we don't really need it right now because all of our dogs aren't in heat. I was like, but we can tell people that, hey, we're doing a special because we don't really have the clientele, nor do we really like.
It's how you start up for sure.
Yeah. I was like, nor do we really know like how to work it like properly. And so we told everybody like, yo, this is our first couple times doing it, just want to let you know,
just so
you don't feel alarmed or you'll be like, what the fuck are they doing? You feel me? Mm-hmm. So a lot of people ended up hitting us up, bro, and we took advantage of that, and they took advantage of the price that we gave them, bro, because I was starting at like $50, bro.
That's cheap,
cheap as fuck, bro. So
basically you're almost coming out straight.
Yeah,
but supplies and everything included.
Yeah, bro.
You're basically not making too much.
Nothing, bro. So I was like, everybody took advantage of that. I was like, yo, from this day to this day, $50 progesterones, and then a lot of people started asking like, yo, how accurate is it and all of this shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, look, bro, like I bought this on a referral. Somebody from California referred me to this reproductive facility. This is the exact same one that they use. Gotcha. And they have a whole bunch of clientele over there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up, trusting us and believing in us and all that stuff. We poked the dogs, everything, bro. And it was great, bro. And then we started getting referred more. And that's how we blew up now, bro. Like, literally, bro, I had to drive 2 hours to Bloomington, Illinois, or Normal, Illinois, which is like ISU, for a progesterone, bro. And they hit me up. Yeah, they hit me up and they were like, yo, I need a progesterone. I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, what's your price to come here? I was like, well, starting price, for me to go to you is $90. They're like, okay, well, my address is this.
And you looked at you like, yee.
I was like, 2 hours, bro. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna go over there for nothing less than $250, bro. Like I told him straight up, I was like, it's just 2 hours there, 2 hours that, the tolls that I might have to pay. I was like, I'm not gonna go over there for nothing less than $250.
Yeah. And
then he was like, I'll do $250. I was like, all right, cool. So I went over there, bro, did it, and then just came back, bro. But that day was fucking long. 4 hours of driving for a progesterone, bro. And then the machine, you get your results in 15 minutes, bro. So I was literally there 15 minutes, and then I drove back, bro. So it was like, you can't really rest too much, Yeah. You gotta drive back. So I'm like, man, whatever.
It's how it's been for me sometimes, man. I've been blessed with a lot of artificial insemination services lately, and I had to take a drive from like it was like a good hour 30. An hour 30, man. So that's a 3 hour round trip. Right. But you know what? The price is the price sometimes because it has to make money at the end of the day, and also that's a big a lot of time. A 3 hour round trip, man, bro. To do it's very convenient for the breeder, because the breeder doesn't have to do nothing.
Exactly.
They'll just wait for you.
Exactly.
But I've been very blessed with a lot of breedings, a lot of insemination services within the last couple 5 months. I've been doing a lot.
That's good.
A lot. All of them have hit. I'm right now. I'm 15 for 15 since I started it, because I made my logo and everything. I made my brand. I started my prices. I barely started doing the actual service for somebody else. For somebody else, I just started doing it, and I'm 15 for 15 right now.
That's
so
what's up, bro.
It's been great. But I always tell everybody, progesterones is key, because I always tell everybody, if you don't do progesterone,
You're not gonna know.
You're not really gonna know if she's ready. I can do the service, but if she's not ovulating, it's hard for her to take. There's gonna be no point for us to do the breeding. So I always recommend that. Sometimes they don't like it, but they do it because they know, hey, if this hits, it's gonna be big for you.
Exactly.
So it's a good investment to do. Always progesterones is key.
Yeah.
For sure.
So that's why I tell people as well, bro. When they hit me up, yo, I need a progesterone. Okay, cool. One of my first questions is, what day is she on? And they'll tell me like, oh, she's day 6, day 7, or day 5, whatever. And I'll tell them, okay. I typically recommend at day 6, bro.
Yeah.
Because I always tell them anytime before day 6, bro, you're wasting your money.
Yeah.
You're wasting your money. And I don't want to be that person to just take your money. You know what I'm saying? Because then it looks bad on me.
Yeah.
So I always recommend day 6 and after. I only seen like one dog ready at day 5, bro, and I was really surprised. But typically they're already ready at day 6 or day 7. Anywhere after that, bro, they're already ready. But bro. If they tell me, like, I had one guy come in and he was like, yeah, I asked him, I was like, what day is she on? He was like, day 1, because I didn't get a chance to ask him before, prior to him coming. So I was like, yo, out of curiosity, like, what day is she on? He's like, day 1. Luckily, he was only around the block. So I was like, okay. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. She's not gonna be ready. Like, I can do it for you, but I'm not gonna tell you that she's gonna be ready. Nor am I gonna tell you that this is what you should do today. I always want to look out for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to take nobody's money just because it's money.
Yeah.
Money could either make or break you. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So.
But good business always comes back.
Exactly,
and
bro.
it makes business double up.
Exactly.
So
bro.
if you do good comes back always, for sure.
So I always tell people, like, if they're on day 4 or below, don't get the progesterone, bro. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You're just gonna waste your money. It's pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, man.
So you with the English bulldogs, do they tend to ovulate a lot earlier or pretty regular? Like usually from the day they start bleeding, you they have more experience than I do in English bulldogs. What do you see normally? Like from day 1 from bleeding. Usually, how long does it take for them to be ready?
I typically see about day 8 or 9, bro. They're ready.
They're ready?
Yeah,
that's
day
quick.
8 or 9. Yeah, and then like my girl, she wasn't ready, bro. She was at like day 10 or 11, I believe.
Yeah.
And I was doing a progesterone starting day 7. I was doing it like every other day, and I did 3 progesterones on her, bro, and she was 1.4 every single time. So the thing is, on my machine, it doesn't read under a 1.4. So if she's at a 0 point something, it's gonna say 1.4.
Gotcha.
So she was at a 1.4 for 3 progesterones in a row, bro. And the last progesterone day that she was at a 1.4 was a Thursday. So I was like, okay, cool. I ran it on a Saturday, and then she was at a fucking 8 point something, bro. Spiked up crazy. So I was like, nah, this isn't right, bro. I was like, man, I'm just gonna check tomorrow to see if it actually is right. The next day I checked, bro, she's at a 10 point something. I called my guy because I was actually having a stud ship their semen from California to over here. But Saturday was already too late. It wasn't going to get here until Monday.
Until Monday morning.
Yep. So I was like, I can't take that chance. So I called my guy. I was like, yo, I need you to do me a favor. Could you do me a puppy bag deal? He's like, yeah, I'll do a puppy bag. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm panicking and shit. She's at a 10. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and we met up at my boy Hector's house. And I asked him there, I'm like, bro, I didn't even get a chance to ask you, what's your stud fee? He gave me the price. I'm like, bro, I'll pay the stud fee. Like, you know what I'm saying? So paid the stud fee and everything, bro. She had 3 puppies, which was cool, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, you know what I'm saying? So but that was just a crazy ass fucking ovulation level, bro. Or not even ovulation, but like spike that she had, bro. Where she jumped from a 1 point something to a fucking 8, bro. Like 2 days later, I was like, nah, man. But it's crazy. Dogs can do that, bro.
For sure. You know what? With my Frenchies, man, the reason I asked about English bulldogs was because with my Frenchies, they'll be at like full ovulation, like day 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Usually my females, I bred them all around day 17 to day 19, bro.
Wow.
From first day bleeding. They ovulate really late. I used to do back in the day progesterone every 2 or 3 days.
Right.
Until I started seeing the same cycle over and over and over again, that the females, they wouldn't even ovulate, full ovulation at the peak where they say it's breeding time until like day 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's like, again, it goes back to, with time you learn more.
Right.
You know, you learn more. And I learned that all my females, they start really ovulating at the peak around day 17, 18, 19. That's when I usually start breeding them. That's why I asked about the English Bulldogs, was because I take forever for mine. So now for my females, I don't even go for the first progesterone until like day 9 or 10.
Okay.
Because I learned from experience,
Right.
you know, how they ovulate. And that's, I heard from the English Bulldog community that they breed almost pretty quick from the first they bleed.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good. You're teaching me something new now, because I have only one English Bulldog left. I think you saw her.
Yeah.
You know,
She's
standard.
beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
She's really nice. She's my oldest dog, because I haven't sold her because she really got stuck to the family. You know, that's what there's that one dog.
That's him, bro. That's key,
Yeah,
bro.
there's that one dog that just, you can't sell them, bro. I've sold all types of dogs. I sold my cats. I sold everything, but this dog, man, I brought it up to my wife a couple of times, and she just says no. It's a no-go. She's gonna stay here forever.
Bro, that's how it is with my girl, bro.
And I'm the type of person that says everything has a price. I'm that type of person. Shit, you give me $100K for Aguila. Shit, I'm gonna fucking take that $100K.
Yeah, bro. That's life-changing money, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is for my boy King, bro. I probably wanted him for like the first 5 or 6 months in his life, bro. And then I was like, you know what? I don't like the way he's feeling now. I don't know. You know what you want, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, I don't really think that he's from my program and shit. My girl fell in love with him from day one, bro. She was like, he's not going anywhere. Yeah. To this day, bro, he's in the crib, bro, just chilling. He doesn't make me any type of money at all, bro. Like he makes me spend more money than making it, bro. But it's cool though, because that's the only boy that I have right now besides my boy Mamba, who's a puppy.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, he's a badass, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
He's a game changer, man. I can't wait to see that boy work, because that dog, he's a game changer. I really like him. I like how he's filling out. I love the Merle. You know, that's actually where I'm trying to go to with my program, is that I got the structure now. I need color, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But Mamba, I like it, bro. Really nice dog. So I know you're gonna do big things with him.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So I got my man Mamba, and Mamba's a puppy. So I just practice on King, bro, pulling him. Like I said, I pull him all day long, bro.
All day long.
And it's just, I'm trying to figure out when to stop, bro. Because there's times where I water it down, bro, where it's just water. Yeah. It's not water, but it's clear. You feel me?
For sure.
So I just gotta understand when to stop. But with my boy Mamba, bro, I'm not gonna pull him, because I want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly, and I'll probably have somebody else pull him. But at the end of the day, bro, like, all these dogs, they take care of us, so we gotta go ahead and take care of them back, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We gotta give them top-notch quality. We gotta make sure that they're living good, bro, and all of that stuff, bro. So I'm actually in the process of buying a house, because I want more room, bro.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why.
You're gonna do it, bro. The way you're going, you're definitely gonna get there.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that for sure, man.
That's gonna be a big change, man. And when you get your own, a house and stuff, it just changes everything. Your program can expand more. You got more room. You're not too jam packed, and you're more comfortable doing more. You know, that's how it was for me too. Because when I first started, funny shit, man. Funny shit. Talking about my first dog, man. My first dog, Juicy, man. Again, shout out to my boy Gonzo. My first dog, Juicy, man. Fuck, I got evicted from my apartment for her, bro.
Shit. No
Straight up, man.
Bro.
So that's when I first started, man. I really had no money, I had one job, and I had my 2 kids and my wife. My wife didn't work, and I lived in an apartment. And I got her, and we couldn't have dogs there. They don't allow dogs there. So, we had this neighbor that was pretty funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking bitchy and shit. So my wife took her out and would take her out, and the guy doing all the maintenance to the apartments would see her but wouldn't say nothing.
Right.
So next thing you know, I get a card, and it says that I have a fine I have to pay, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go down to the office, and they're like, yeah, you have a dog. And I'm like, fuck, they found out.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck snitched?
So did you try to play it stupid, or were
I tried to play
up?
stupid, bro. I'm like, nah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
They pull up the video and shit, like,
bro,
this is you.
No, they actually took me to my apartment and saw the dog through the window. Funny shit. God, so what happened, bro, I was pissed as fuck. I fought with the manager there, and next thing you know, evicted. Evicted, bro. I got evicted from my apartment, And I was like, man, we gotta sell this dog. And my wife's like, no, you had a plan. Remember, you were gonna breed him, you were gonna do it, and we were gonna see where it takes us.
Right.
Man, I stuck to my guns, and we bred her, and it just changed my life, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
It really did change my life. And you know what, bro? I just made Aztec Exotics a corporation.
No shit.
So you know what?
So is it LLC right now?
It's a corporation. It's an S corp.
Okay.
So now I pay taxes and all that. I can do things the right way. You know, not get in trouble, because when you get a lot of funds coming into your bank account,
they start questioning.
They start questioning you, bro. So I didn't want no type of issue. So what I did is I started an S corp, which is basically you pay taxes and all that, so you could sell general merchandise and all that, and that's what I am. Okay. It's Aztec Exotics Corporation.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
So
man.
that's good that you mentioned that, because I'm actually trying to get my LLC, bro. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean, yours is an S corp, so it's a
Correct.
little different, but
Correct.
I mean, the same token, it's still the same thing. Like in regards to
it all
taxes and all
legalizes.
that.
It just LLC, you pay way more in a percentage of different taxes, because S corp separates business from your own personal belongings.
Okay.
So LLC, they can take everything. You got also with LLC, you are paying for what is it called? I don't want to sound dumb, but you are paying for self-employed.
Okay.
You're paying a percentage as if you're in self-employed.
Gotcha.
I'm not self-employed.
Right.
I still have a job.
Right.
So that's why an LLC wasn't for me, because you play the self-employed one still.
Okay.
So for me, I wanted just to be everything legal, and I wanted to all my funds to be accounted for. Mm-hmm. So for me personally, for everybody's different. For me personally, an S corp was a way better route than an LLC for me.
So could you always upgrade to an LLC?
You could always change.
Okay.
You could always change. You just got to see if that name is in the system and if somebody owns that name already.
Okay.
I'm not sure
so
how
it
works.
You don't need it. You don't need.
Oh yeah. You still need to.
Oh, okay.
They still check the system.
Okay.
But I'm a corporation.
Okay.
I'm not an LLC. So I'm pretty
So it's
sure.
different.
Let's say you have Bully Pen Corporation.
Right, and you have Bully Pen LLC.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the
right.
difference.
Okay.
That's the difference. But for me personally, an S corp was fit way better for my living and for what I wanted to do than an LLC at this moment for me.
Okay.
So for me right now, an S corp is better. When it comes to percentages of what you pay back, I'm not an accountant, but I do have my great accountant. Shout out to Hispanos Tax Services in West Chicago. You know, they're good people. They got something great going on. And again, I'm not an accountant. I'm just saying what I got taught. You know,
right.
And I'm not a perfectionist at this, because it's not what I do. That's why I pay him to do that. But for me at the moment, for what I got explained, an S corp was way better than an LLC.
Okay, that's good to
Especially
know.
because of the self-employed interest that you would have to pay back. It was pretty high, man.
Yeah,
Okay. Pretty high for me.
Definitely, bro. I'm gonna definitely have to link up with you on that, man.
For sure.
Like I said, man, I'm trying to.
And that's always the best route, man, because there's nothing better than you owning your name.
Right.
There's nothing better than you doing things the right way, because then it gives you the possibility to waste the money how you want. If you want to invest, if you just want to blow it all, it doesn't matter. You have that, because when a lot of funds start coming in, the banks start seeing,
checking up on you.
They check a flag and they start questioning you.
Of course.
You know, which it happened to me. They started questioning like where all these funds coming from.
Yeah,
you know,
man. You don't want to look like you're fucking selling.
No, you don't want to lie, baby, because the IRS is a motherfucker, man. The IRS is the biggest gang there is in the States, bro. Straight up, the IRS don't play around. So it was time for me to go the right route and to do the right things and to go the right way. Which, you know what, man, it's a little personal, but me, man, I really come from the low of the low, man. I always tell my wife, we beat the stats. We beat what it says. Me and my wife, we didn't even graduate high school, man.
Yeah.
Both me and my wife, we were both high school dropouts. I had my daughter. I was 16. My wife was 17.
I was 16 too, bro.
Yeah, I was 16, 17. I had my second one right away the year after.
Okay.
But we both dropped out like at 16. So we didn't even have GEDs. We didn't have nothing, bro.
Okay.
Like, again, we got evicted from our first apartment. It's just like, you know, life really turned, and these dogs, man, they changed my life, man. I'm very I'm very fortunate and I'm very blessed and humbled
For sure.
to where they got me.
100%.
I don't like really to show off or nothing like that. I'm very blessed with what I have. And I like I said again, I always thank the man above for giving me what he gives me. Everything he gives me, even if it's a little, I'm blessed for that.
Definitely, sure. Bro. Definitely, and that can come from anybody, bro. Like you're beating the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think that college is you need to go to college in order to be successful. That's not always the case. You know what I'm saying?
Case, yeah.
You can build from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? You can be your own boss. You can do all that. And I'm actually in the process of trying to be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still have a 9 to 5. You feel me?
Yeah, me too.
But at the end of the day, like this is what I want to do full time. Gotcha. That's why I mentioned earlier that I want to have my own reproductive facility up in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My girl actually told me like, yo, I'll go to school to be a vet tech, and then we could just fucking be there full time and all of that, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I actually want to do, you know. But you definitely got to learn the in and outs of how to handle a company, you know.
Sure.
So I mean, but
that's a great plan you got, man. That's big, man. And I know you can do it. I know definitely you can do it, man.
I appreciate that.
You got a great it's everything about the vibes, man. You got the vibes, you got the energy, and you already got the plan.
For sure, bro.
All you gotta do is stick to it and continue to push forward until it make happen,
bro.
You know?
100%, bro. I was living with my grandmother, bro. There was like 8 of us in one apartment, 3-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? People sleeping on the floor, people sleeping on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Sofas, all that, and air mattresses and everything, bro.
Yeah, I remember those days, man.
Yeah. So like,
at
the end of the day, bro, you gotta understand like where you came from, bro. You gotta humble. And always continue to be humble, bro. You know, I'm not a flashy person, bro. I have jewelry and all that, but you will never see me sitting there going like this or going like this or nothing on the camera, bro.
It's because honestly, man, it can all be gone the next day.
Bro.
Everything can change, so you just gotta stay humble and be blessed with the little bit we have. With the little bit we have, it's more than enough, you know.
For sure.
So.
Bro.
It could all be gone tomorrow. Anything could happen from here to 24 hours to 2 hours to 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You know, so always we gotta just stay humble. But for sure, man, you're going in the right direction, man. And I'm very proud of you. Again, shout out for the first episode.
Yes, sir. Bro.
Number 1 right here.
Yes,
hey, first one.
Let's go, man. Hey, I think that's where we're gonna leave it at, bro. I think we're living on a good vibe, bro. I think I want to appreciate everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening in, man. Shout out to my boy Piña at Aztec Exotics, bro. If you ever need anything with regards to an AI, hit my man's up, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I'll let you know where they can find you, and then I'll have his link listed below. Where his do you have Instagram?
I got Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and everything,
Facebook listed below where you can find my man's. All right.
I just want to throw a little quick shout out, man. I want to shout out to my kennel partners, my boy Martin Luna. He got some great breedings coming up. My partner Danny Martel. He got a badass Mega $1 Million, man.
Okay.
Choco Meat. So he's gonna have some great breeding for her. My boy Chava, my boy David, and my boy Mika. He got a great towing company. Again, that's a guy I look up to too because my partners, they all got a great mindset. You know, my partner Mika has got his towing company. My boy Martin, shout out to MZ Bar and Grill.
There you go.
You know, shout out to Patron 64. They got 2 restaurants, bars, and like they're like nightclubs and stuff. So shout out to all my cattle partners. You know, we asked the Exotics forever, and you know, I want to thank you again for having me here at Bully Pen.
Yes,
you know, this podcast is gonna be big
appreciate
for sure.
It,
shout out to him, man. That's my man's right here.
Yes, sir, man. All right, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll check you out next week.
Salute.
All right, y'all. Peace.